Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Tennessee.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
The numbers there in last week's game for Smith. 5 catches, 60 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So that'll back him up 5.
Come on, set, 90, Wolf. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
From the gun, Fraley. This will be caught by Brown. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Second and 5. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Operating from the gun, Fraley. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A quick throw to Ratley. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And now a look at the offense for Jacksonville.
And I think we'll see a renewed sense of urgency out of this team this week because they have to make sure they don't waste this homestand. They had a home game last week, lost it. Now they got the 2nd straight. They've got to take advantage of it, get a win before they head out on the road.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On the defensive side, here are the starters for Tennessee. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle. And now we get a peek at the Titan offense.
I don't think it's hyperbole to say that Mike Pouncey is one of the best centers in the league. And to me, he helped usher in that new wave of centers. Agile, able to get to the 2nd level and block people downfield, able to pull like a guard and get out in front of ball carriers, and pass protects really well, helps keep his quarterbacks clean.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Fraley, he gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19 on the ground. This is Leonard Fournette. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That's what I'm talking about, boy. That's what I'm talking about.
Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
Fournette, a first down carry. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, 15 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well. But I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing as just that. Every move that they make, their teammate understands what that move means and what they need to do. And right now, they're starting to grind it out pretty well.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Check, Y4W11.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Got an open man, it's Rattling. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
We got this.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. 17-0 our score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now Leonard Fournette. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Minshew. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I'm just going to go ahead and call it, partner. You could smell the desperation in that fake, couldn't you? Down big. They had to try something. No one was fooled.
I think you're exactly right. With this deficit, though, go ahead and give it a shot. Didn't work out. In the end, I guess it doesn't hurt him too much.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, trailing. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Rashad Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. To throw on 2nd and 6. Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook 95 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and...
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Off play action, it's Minshew. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely, he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
And an alley to run. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down now, it's Henry. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The Titans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Goes underneath for Henry. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
And that'll be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Here's Minshew. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 36. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Single slot, single snap.
Minshew, 1st and 10, letting one go deep for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there, couldn't hang on. 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Minshew sets to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. It'll be Minshew again. And he's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Again, Minshew looking to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lambeau will put this one through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Looking to throw. Fraley, he's going to float this over the middle, deep. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Yeah, the first half, just like the end of the game, can't end with a defensive penalty. They'll have another play.
One more play, untimed. See what happens here.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will do it for this first half. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. On second down, here's Fournette. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 37. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Minshew. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them alive.
He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Trailing, and that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Back to throw. Trailing. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Seems to me that our friend, Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. Taking it about the 16. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Check right, check right.
They begin with a run by Fournette. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This fielded at the 2.
Let's go! Let's go!
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Trailing. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. To throw on 3rd down. Trailing. The open man is Smith. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun. Trailing. And the catch made by Hilton. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Derrick Henry trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it. Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that draws him level. It's 23-23. It's another field goal, his 3rd of the game. Maybe not exactly what you're looking for, but does bring him level now.
I like how you put that in there that brings him level, right? Because if you're talking about kicking, bringing that soccer analogy in, I love that one. I love that one a lot. You don't want to go for it on 4th down and come away with nothing, right? Go ahead and kick the ball. Make sure you get some points. Even if it's a safe call, I think it's the right call.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
90 Wolf.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
This is Fournette. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
Out of the gun is Minshew. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. On the draw, this is Fournette. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Got an open man, it's Rattling. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That'll be a gain of 16. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
60 or.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fraley, it's caught. Smith. And another tackle broken.
Missed.
He will not go to touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
15 line. 15 line.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they come after him, and it's blocked. And they are going to take possession of the football. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you. And however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way. But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. But we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold them to a field goal after that long kick return, but they're one play away from doing it.
They certainly are very close to accomplishing what they needed to get done because they've treated this like a sudden change. You know, when the offense turns the ball over on a fumble or an interception, before you go out, you get together as a defense and go, sudden change, keep your poise, be ready to go. That's exactly what this group has done.
Well, that one going against the guard, Andrew Norwell. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Ready? 18, Raider.
They begin with Henry, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Looking to throw. Fraley, and that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. Well, they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Minshew. That one complete. He finds Sharp. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Back to throw. That one's complete to Tomlinson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 4 yards the pickup, first down. He'll look to throw.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. Looking to throw it, Minshew. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was